Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Wiki, 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 wiki. Hooray.
Sorry, Mr. Shaw forgot the dance step.
With that step.
Hi, everybody.
Now, well done. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
You're acting like a daddy already.
I'm Mr. Shaw.
I am Mr. Shaw.
My lovely
I am Mrs. Shaw.
baby girl here is
And this is Baby Shaw.
Mrs. Shaw and Baby Shaw in the bun.
So in the bun. Welcome back, everybody. It's so good to be here.
Yes, it is. It is. You're welcome. If this is your first time, kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.
Yes, and if it's your first time, I mean, this has been a series, so you need to actually pause on this video and go to the very first video in this series so you can follow the journey.
Yes, it will bless you.
Yes, it
In
will.
no small ways. So
And you
please.
have good laughs because my husband is funny.
What's that?
Okay, so people, thank you for all the comments and engagement on the previous videos.
Yes, thank you very much.
I mean,
And if you are a returning subscribe, double
so
thumbs
good
up.
to have you here, right?
Mrs. Shaw will give you car keys. Your cars are parked outside. Thanks for coming.
Wow, Mrs. Shaw. Okay, they said I'll give you khakis. All right, let's see what the Lord will do. Okay, so third trimester. We came into third trimester knowing that God has brought us far.
Yeah.
Very surreal. Final phase that can feel like the longest. Well, yeah. Highlights, Mr. Shaw.
Well, a lot of things have happened. At least top of the list will be that finally you were able to go baby shopping.
Finally.
After many
I had the
beggings.
facts. I cannot even take it. It's not. Why are you making you look as if I know what's gonna shop?
You said that
It was just a matter of
you said that you're not
time.
interested in shopping. That
I don't like going to the
your
market.
baby will just be without clothes. That way you don't.
I don't see that.
You don't
Again. I don't see
say you want to shop.
I don't see that.
But thank God that God raised destiny helpers for us.
Yeah. Shout out to my big sis, Mama Toast,
Our toes.
for matching me down to the market. I mean, we did our first batch of shopping and God, it was such an experience. I mean, it's not like, it was like, going around the market or something, or just like a few stores. But, it was an experience. As in, you think that you're going to buy a few things and then you buy, and you buy, and you buy, and you buy, and you have not seen the exhausted list. But yeah, that was an experience. We didn't exhaust the list, but subsequently we've been able to get other things in one after the other.
Yeah, both went to the market and then the online delivery system too.
Yeah.
We did that.
We use both to try to get everything in.
Yeah.
That part's quite interesting. Buying tiny little cute stuff. Saying that someone's socks is your finger. That's not
half of your finger. So cute, so
really
beautiful.
cute stuff, man. Really cute stuff. It was an experience. Grateful to God for that and for provision as well.
Yeah.
Cravings continued, but not so crazy. But there's one particular episode of craving that I have to recount in this video. My people.
I should have not told them before.
No, my
Okay.
groundnut craving. My Gary and groundnut. It was just one night like that. I can't forget that night. That was the night I knew that cravings are real. I just felt like drinking Gary with milk and granules. As random and as basic as that is, this was after 10 p.m. in the night and we didn't have granite at home.
She knew that we did not have granite at home, yet she was craving for
No, it's not like I know we don't have something at people. It's just that I had the craving and it turns out we didn't have granite at home. We had Gary.
So why didn't you change your cravings?
It doesn't work that way. Please help me tell this man that it doesn't work that way. You
do substitution.
Yeah, there's nothing. What am I substituting granules with? Who is granules mate?
Just take cold water.
Right, no point again. That day I sent Mr. Shaw out to go look for granules in the middle of the night too. Isha went, saw the security, told the security guy that granite or something. Nowhere. That one Sha told him that there's no granite. So he came back inside. As he came back inside, I told me, there's no granite anywhere. My face looked like I was going to start crying. Like at that point, I wanted to faint.
I just saw her face. I'm like, God, what is all this now? Why are you making me feel like I cannot take care of you? I cannot provide for you.
All of a sudden, granite was a deal breaker in this marriage.
I now had to go back out. This time I'm like, God, I beg. After taking seven tablets of God, I beg, please let me find this granite. So
me too, I was in house praying that God, please, I know that this is after 10 p.m. in the night. I don't know how it's going to happen, but just do a miracle. Let's get granite. And thankfully.
So I go back to the aboki outside, aka security guy outside, who has a store or a shop where he sells some food items, and he says that he doesn't have, but it would help me check around. So it was when we were having that conversation, my neighbors were about going out to church for a video, and my neighbor's wife overheard me talk about buying granules for my wife.
And P.S. this someone that just had a baby, so I'm sure that she could relate.
So she sends her husband upstairs, or she asks her husband to please go upstairs. So I was like, okay.
Get the granules.
Says, you need granules? I'm like, yeah, I need granules. He said, okay, it's coming. So he goes upstairs, then he comes back with a big bottle. A
full bottle.
I'm like,
the God of Christina Shodaman.
I'm like, God.
Jehovah overdo.
You do mighty things. So I come back in like a man who has one great spoil, who has conquered from battle.
Seas and oceans.
And I come in and I hand over the bottle of granules to my wife.
I danced. Oh, I danced.
She danced.
See, that night, that Gary, milk and granite tasted like, I don't know what I can compare it with, but it was the best meal on the planet.
I'll never really
ate it with my food.
But all I knew that she was very happy.
She
thanked me a lot. In fact, our neighbors, she had to thank them.
I thanked them for. In fact, we tried to return the remaining and they said, no, you can have it all. The rest of my family members joined in the granite party eventually after all their judgment. But yeah, that's one of the craving stories amongst others. So men, brace up.
Anyways, I won't say you should brace up. You can
what?
But you can just do whatever you want to do. Don't let anybody chance you.
Look at see the person talking. Someone that's ready to go and look for granules in the northern part of the Nigeria for midnight.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let
me thank you once again for the other night.
Okay.
Okay. Highlights. Third trimester, I started to try to also do exercises here and there with Mr. Show's motivation. Go online, find some kind, exercise routines that I go for. Why are you laughing?
I just remember when they're carrying dumbbell.
What? Some of those routines there.
Let's say you want
I won't faint. I'm like, who sent us? Who sent me? But yeah, that part, I tried. I don't know whether I can say that I ignored you. But I tried.
Good job.
Exercising.
The people will judge. Did a good job.
Third trimester. What else? Third trimester. My birthday was inside third trimester.
Yeah.
So we attempted to do birthday shoots.
Yes.
We did.
I won't tell them the intricacies of how you wanted the shoot to look like, but anyways, we did birthday photo shoots. I did
birthday photo shoot. Then I wanted some kind of pictures. I wanted certain pictures, but it ended up turning into maternity shoots. Everybody was carried away with pregnancy bump. By the time the pictures now came out, I'm looking at them, I'm like, is this one birthday shoot or is this one maternity shoot? By my mind, okay, my birthday is coming, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have plans, but I mean, I was excited I was going to turn 29 on the 29th. And then a few days to my birthday, we find ourselves
in the ER ward.
in emergency response. Whoa, that was the whole episode, right? And that extended into me eventually still being in the hospital on my birthday.
Yes.
So, I mean, in a nutshell, I was having some kind of, feeling in my body that was not usual. It felt like pain. It felt like, I tried to describe it as best as I can to my, my big sis. And she's like, oh, this sounds like something. This sounds like contractions. Go to the hospital. I'm like, contractions, okay. We are 33 weeks. Maybe just Braxton Hicks. Which like false contractions. So it persisted. The following morning, I was supposed to work from. It was a work from home day, a Thursday. Mr. Shaw, my sister were about leaving for work, but Mr. Shaw was not comfortable, and it was like, oh, okay, chat up the matron in the. We have our nurses, we can chat them up because we are in like a WhatsApp group in my hospital. So I private chat, one of the nurses and say, oh, this is what I'm experiencing. And then she replies and go, this sounds like an emergency. Please head to the hospital immediately. And I'm just like, why is everybody being so dramatic? Like, this is not that, it's not that way, it's just. So, but by the time Mr. Shaw saw her response, there's no way he was going to the office. So it was like, okay, madam, get into the bathroom, let's go to the hospital together. And that was how we headed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And by the time we saw the general practitioner and doctor first, and she assessed me, she was just like, what are you guys doing here? You guys are supposed to be in emergency response. And they moved us immediately, and in the blink of an eye, tested to happen, my gynae was called in, blood sample, blah blah blah, checks, and next thing we're put on admission. I was told that I was actually contracting, and at 33 weeks that was too early. They needed to control it. And they later found out what the trigger for the contractions were, and they needed to also treat that, and everything. So that spilled into days of being in the hospital. It was so unplanned. I didn't even take change of clothes, like nothing. We had to, between Mr. Shaw and my sister, juggle that whole season of going back and forth to the hospital while I was there. And ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, that's how I ended up spending my birthday in the hospital.
But we brought the birthday to the hospital.
Yeah, my apartment tried. Like everybody, like no. If I ever doubted that I had people in my life, those few days, oh my goodness, everything and everyone, came through big time. And on the birthday, in fact, this was supposed to be like the most solemn birthday based on the way everything was going, but I got enough cakes to have a week-long celebration.
Wow, yes, just like 100 cakes, so no jokes.
Mr. Shaw.
100 cakes.
Week-long, 100. A week is just 7 days.
20 per day.
Wow.
Stagger.
But yeah, it was so, and at the end of the day, God blessed us such that by the end of that day, we were discharged much later that evening.
I threatened the doctors. Let's.
And the way I prayed, I was humble. I woke up that morning, I was like, dear Jesus. I'm grateful that we went to the hospital and we did, because I don't know what would have happened. They had to, depend on medications, closely observe. It was not a comfortable period at all.
It wasn't.
It was painful. There was a lot going on, but I thank God that baby was fine. I was fine. Eventually, we went home, and from that point, I was still supposed to be working actively till like 36 weeks or so. Was when I was planning to even take a bit of a break just to get my life in order in readiness for baby about 36 weeks. But at that point, I couldn't go back to active work. I had to start to be more rested, work from home, that kind of vibe.
So after that experience, I think it was not up to 2 weeks. We were back. About 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks after, we're back in the hospital, in the ER ward again. But this time, let me tell you guys what happened. My wife ate ogbono soup with one, was it pounded yam or semo or something?
What does
Isha ate one swallow and ogbono. She now used that one to distort my baby's body alignment and arrangement.
I don't know that ogbono soup used to
She now ate ogbono, and next thing that happened, I'm in pains.
Mr. Shoulder,
My leg, my back. I'm like, hang in there. She's like, I can't hang in there.
God, Mr. Shaw has flipped this.
I can't hang in there. Okay.
I mean, me that was saying that I could hang in. Wait, first of all,
So
I was not saying my leg.
I'm with the mic.
Sorry.
So let me finish my story.
Oh yeah, finish your side of the story. That is so inaccurate.
So after she started to complain, I mean that was a Saturday evening.
What was I complaining of? I was saying that I was having the contraction feelings again.
Yes, so I said the same thing now.
No, you were saying my leg, my back. I didn't know I was just being kidney.
Is that not the side effects of the contractions? What have you saying?
Can someone not just have normal leg pain that is not contraction? Someone will get in and think I was just having leg
That's
pain.
possible, but we're saying that it was the ogbono that triggered those things. That's what I'm saying. Let's not miss the point. So after that, we now went. I told her not to eat that night, so not to eat that ogbono, but it's no problem. So we now went to. So we have to start packing, right? Okay, because we have not packed every baby item. We've done some packing, but not done most. So we have to now go ahead to pack and pack. And yes, we ended up packing most of everything that we needed. And she was like, okay, I feel a little better. Let's just see what happens. So we sleep, we go to bed. Sunday morning, I asked her, how are you feeling? Mommy, what? Like, I'm much better. I'm not feeling those contractions. So we go to church, we come back home. After church, I think we still did one or two movements. We came back home, and my big sis, my big mommy, shout out to Mommy D. She called us and asked if we had gone to the hospital. We said no, so she encouraged us to go to the hospital for another check. And so Sunday evening, we do another packing. It was a rainy evening, but we moved to the hospital. And yes, we got to the hospital and we were told we needed to, after some checks here and there, let me not say too much stories. After many checks, they admitted us again. And even though Mrs. Shu did not want to be admitted, but she didn't have a choice, admitted us. And yes, we're there for about 2 more nights. I think it was on Tuesday evening we were
discharged.
Discharged, that's the word. You're discharged to go back home. So this time the contractions started, but they progressed to a point, but then it's just normalized and stopped. But this time we're like ready, like you know what, baby, we're ready for to come. They come in. You know, we had everybody checking on us. We had friends, family, parents, just ensuring that all went well. And yeah, that's how that went. We thank God for helping us come out of that phase too. But this time we're more assured that all is well. The doctors were ready to receive, to take delivery of our baby. So yeah, that's how that happened, or how that went.
Third trimester has been eventful in a nutshell. With all that has happened, it's been eventful. Yeah. I mean, third trimester can feel like the longest, because you wake up like, is it going to be today? Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be this weekend? Because I mean, on one hand, you know that another phase is coming that is going to be demanding, and then on the other hand, you're like, I've been pregnant this whole year. I think I'm ready. I'm ready to move to the next phase now. But in all of this, you're not supposed to be anxious and everything. So each day I just counting your joy. I try to journal. I try to, speak more over myself and my baby as we count down to delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look forward to a pleasant experience. Of course, again, we'll carry you along that part of things on delivery. But for now, the countdown continues.
Yeah, it does. It's been an interesting.
So lessons as we wrap up.
Well, be more patient. I mean, I've learned to be more patient, more understanding, make more sacrifices, because it's not just me. We're like all in this together.
Yeah.
Also learn the importance of support, family. Like
no hard guy, man.
Literally, we've had to walk this journey with our friends and family members together.
Community have been with us.
Ones, everyone praying, supporting, giving us their time, resources, money, everything you can think of. And when God says that it's not good for man to be alone, it doesn't only relate to marriage. Like just don't do life alone. Yeah, have a good support system. And also we've also learned that in this season it's important to to speak God's word to over our baby, over ourselves.
And, keep affirming God's words over ourselves. Yeah, very true. Very true. I think that in this season, so I've also had to learn how to be patient with myself, because I mean there are just some things that energy level is not what it used to be. In terms of kind of things I do, I've had to just take it easy on myself. Like the strong woman side of me, I just chill for now. Be back. Just be okay with the fact that the season is what it is. But I'm tired. Is what it is. And just accepting help. That's another thing for me because I've had to learn in this season to accept the help that is extended to me, and be thankful for it. Not feel like I'm helpless, so everybody's helping me. No, just be grateful that I even have help available. Yeah. And then I've really come to value, the importance of having a supportive partner in this season as well, because it's not been easy. Hospital times and sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the couch, sleeping in the chair. Sorry, chair, not even couch. Overnight, couch. All that inconvenience, going back and forth, getting what we need. All of that, just such a blessing to have someone beside you that supports you, and for that I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for support and also family.
Express your gratitude to me on this set.
Why?
Express your gratitude.
I just did.
How?
By saying how grateful I am to have support.
I want to express it.
Mr. Shaw, I'm very, very grateful to have you on this journey. In this phase,
can't you just even at least peck me?
No, before the peck, let me even express now. Let me
okay,
now you don't want talks.
Yes, I don't want talks.
So many words.
Yes.
Now you want action.
Yes.
Oh my boom. Let me give you a red music. My darling hoops. Thank you, Mr. Show.
Thank you, Mr. Show.
I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Fam, it's been lovely carrying you along.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one.
Hope you learned a thing or two.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's watching this and is in their third trimester or can relate.
Yeah.
Those who are seeing my big bump right now and are in the same condition. Shout out to you, mamas. We do a lot of work.
You're doing well.
Celebrate you.
Doing well.
Celebrate you, and of course all the mommies. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole journey has taught me that you have to love your mothers differently. And I always say that after having seen all that I've seen, I'm like, anyone that makes their mother feel unhappy, that mother does not have to curse you. She just has to look at you with sadness. Because please tell me, treat your mom as well.
Yes.
And your papas too.
Learn about the importance of moms.
Yeah. Moms do a lot. Shout out to mamas all over the world.
It doesn't mean they will not try to get pregnant again, but that's why
they try to get pregnant. It doesn't mean that the husband will not impregnate them again. and make them walk the walk again.
But you're not saying the right thing.
It's the truth.
A man after seeing this experience is like, come on, you know, I can just be on my own, or like just be fine. You know? But this same
in this equation, who has been the one talking about going the next round?
This same mom is.
I feel like calling my sister now to be a witness.
About what?
Who has been talking about going again?
And because you are fine now, you are even more beautiful, and I want you to maintain this more beautiful, enhanced look.
By the time I snap back, my beauty will be intact.
Okay.
But brethren,
if you promise me that,
we'll go again. So help us God.
Alright, see you guys in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching. Please, in the comment section, I'd like to read from you as well. Tell us what part of this video you found interesting. Share your experiences as mamas as well. And of course, please throw some shout out to all the mommies in the comment section.
And all the daddies too.
And all the daddies too.
And the future daddies.
And the future daddies. See you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Plenty love from here. Mwah.